Hi, welcome to the session. So in this particular session, we are going to see how to calculate simple interest and how to calculate compound interest. So we are going to write a program to calculate simple interest and compound interest. So let us start with the session. Now we have a simple interest formula here. Simple interest formula is PTR by 100. What is P? Principal amount. T is the time in years. R is the rate of interest. Okay. And simple interest is given by PTR by 100. Okay. This is the formula. So I'm not going to derive this formula. This is the formula is there. I'm going to use this formula to calculate the simple interest. So what is the input? Input is PTR and the output is what? Simple interest here. Okay. Now we have the compound interest. Compound interest formula is given by A. A is nothing but this is not a compound interest. This is A is what? Total amount you have to pay. Total amount including interest, principal and interest what we are going to pay is given by P the principal into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. R in the sense rate of interest. Okay. N is nothing but T here, the time in years. Okay. How many years we are going to pay and the rate of interest here. This one and the principal amount. So this will give the total amount we need to pay. The interest, the compound interest plus the principal amount you need to pay. How much? So to get back the compound interest, only the compound interest, how much we have to pay is nothing but A minus P. Okay. This A minus P you will get the compound interest. Okay. Let us say you have to pay total for 1000 rupees. You have taken 1000 rupees for the principal amount and you need to pay 1276 total including interest. Nothing but how much? The A minus component, A minus P. A is 1276 minus 1000. You will get how much? 276 rupees extra. That is the compound interest you need to pay. That's what this particular formula says. Some of them will get confused. This is the compound interest. This is not a compound interest. This is the total amount you need to pay including principal amount and the compound interest we need to pay. To get back the compound interest, you have to subtract this with the principal amount. Okay. So this we have, this formula we have based upon this, we are going to generate a flow chart. So we'll start the program. What is the input? We know PTR is the input. So here also like T is there here. Fine. This is the T R N. You can same thing. N and T we can say take the same thing. PRT or PRN we are going to read and we are going to calculate based upon this particular formula. PRT by 100. Okay. Let's assume this have written wrong here, over here. Instead of N, you can make it as T here. Okay. Read PRT. Okay. Principal, rate and time. So we are going to calculate P principal, rate, time divided by 100. Now the amount is given by P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of T. So the power of T, how we can represent? Star star. Okay. We are calculating the compound interest A minus P. Then we are going to display simple interest and compound interest and we'll stop. So we have the input in parallelogram, output in the parallelogram. The process is written, the formula is written in the form of a rectangle and we are going to start and stop the program. Okay. Now let us go to the Spider and we'll do the practicals of this. Now we are in Spider. Okay. Now let us calculate the simple interest and compound interest. Now I have written a comment over here, simple interest and compound interest. So let me, what are the input? We know PRT, right? PRT, okay? PRT, principal, rate and time. So I have written over here. So let me write here in the form of int, I will write int input, enter P, okay? Enter P, nothing but principal amount. So let me copy this to the same thing for all these three inputs. Then I'll change here R. Then I will change here what? T. Now once we got the input, we need to have output, right? That will write output later. First let us have write the process, nothing but the formulas we are going to write. For simple interest is given by, let me write here P T R by 100. This is very simple, okay? Straightforward, simple interest. The compound interest, to calculate compound interest, first we need to calculate the total amount. We need to calculate, okay, total amount, that is simple interest plus the, compound interest plus the principal amount we need to calculate. So that is given by the formula, this A is given by the formula P into, okay, let me multiply 1 plus R by 100 to the power of t. Power means how you will write star star to the power of t. So, any error here because r I have given capital and I use small, that is why it is error. So, let me write capital R. Okay. Now, we given the formula, then I need to calculate the compound interest. Compound interest is given by is equal to amount minus P. Okay. This amount is total amount in compound interest plus the principal. Now, if we subtract the principal, so we are going to get the compound interest. Okay. So, let me write here print. First, we are going to write simple interest. Simple interest is equal to, I am going to say here SI. Okay. The compound interest, let me copy the same thing. Compound interest is equal to CI equal to CI. Okay. We will not display this amount. We need only compound interest. We are interested in the compound interest only, how much we need to pay extra. Okay. So, let me run this. I hope there will be no error. Principal, let us say 1000, we'll give simple values 1000. Rate of interest, let us give 5. And tenure is like term is 5 years, and you can see simple interest is 250 and compound interest is 276. Now, you want the floating point value here, then you need to change what? Instead of int, we need to change here to float. That we can do it, right? So, let me change it. Okay, float. Why we need to that? Why we need to do this one? To change from string, the input function will give the string. We need to change. We need to convert from string to float. That's why, or to int. Okay, let me give small f here. Okay. Now, let me close the console. Run it again. Let us say principal amount 14. Let me give here 20,000.5. Okay. 2000.5, sorry, rate of interest, let me give here 4.5% and tenure is 5.5 years, let me say that. Okay. So, you can see simple interest is 495 something, compound interest is 540. Always compound interest is more than the simple interest. Okay. So, in this way we can able to calculate simple interest and compound interest. Hope you got this particular thing. Okay. Thank you very much.